Hi everyone. A lot of you have been asking about the coverage of the European Club Cup. Sorry about not posting it on the first day. 2 days have been completed, 2 rounds. It's a 7 round event and it has some of the best chess clubs in Europe who have the best chess players amongst them. And there are many top Indian players playing, from Gukesh to Arjun to Prag to Vidit to Arvind. Hari, Nihal, like all the top guys of Indian chess are playing. We have Vaishali, Divya, and so it's a fantastic event that's happening in Serbia, and we'll be bringing all the coverage to you. For now, both Arjun and Gukesh have started off with 2 out of 2, and I want to take you through those games that they played. In the first round, Gukesh was up against Margyar Peterson, a strong player, but he managed to win that game pretty smoothly, I would say. The opening didn't go well for him, I would say. Like, somehow Black was quite active, but once Black started to get passive with knight e8 and then this move a5, Gukesh just gained space, and at the right time he took on c5, then brought his knight to c4, picked up the a5 pawn, and he was on his way to victory. So that was a very smooth win for Gukesh. And in the second round, Gukesh was up against David Gorodevsky. And this game, Gukesh playing with Black went for this e5, f5, d6 setup. Kind of slightly offbeat, but he managed to get his pieces flowing. He also played his knight to a4. He got his pawn on c4, and it looked like he had good control. And then at the right moment, he managed to unleash his tactics. The move knight e4 was beautifully played, because after bishop e4, in came rook f2 check, and the queens, he managed to win that material and eventually the game. So with this, Gukesh has won both his games. He's closing in on the 2800 mark. Arjun, on the other hand, had a slightly less smooth first game. He was actually in the final position where his opponent resigned, was actually an equal position. It was not at all easy, but for example, his opponent resigned after rook g8, thinking that it's a mate there, but the queen can defend it. And I believe after f3 he sort of thought, let's just call it a day, because I can't defend anymore. But turns out that this position is actually defensible if you give a check with the queen on d7. Queens get traded, cd. And now after rook g2, king f1, rook g8, it feels like there's no way to prevent this fe2 and then bishop g3, and it's a mating attack like e1 coming. But turns out that white has an incredible move here. You may want to pause the video and think. Yes, it is knight g1, and this is a move that I think is very tough to find, because you are threatening f3 pawn, and if you take king f2, somehow the king escapes. So Arjun there winning the first game. In the second game, Arjun was playing with the white pieces. His opponent played this move e5, and Arjun took it, and I thought he would take back, but his opponent played h6, bishop f4, g5, and then now Arjun unleashed his tactics. He went e6. He could have taken on f4, but he decided to take on e6. Bishop d6 came, then bishop b5, and you can see how within a few moves, with moves like e4, rook e1, bishop c6, bc6, Arjun took on a6, rook coming in. It was just complete domination, and Arjun managed to win this game without much difficulties and moved on to 2 out of 2. So Arjun's team, which is the team Alkaloid, is right now leading, and also the team of Gukesh is also on 2 out of 2, like 4 match points. That is the team Super Chess. But Pragnananda, in the same team as Gukesh, has been struggling. In fact, he lost his first game to a 23-77 opponent. And then in the second game, in the final position where the draw was agreed, Prag was already lost. So Prag could have lost both his games. Novibor, which is the team of Vidit Gujarati, is also on 2 out of 2. It's a wonderful team, and we'll be following them as well. So right now there are 5 more rounds to go, and we'll be following all the action here to see which team wins. But also these youngsters very close to 2800 now. Maybe couple more rounds, if they win all of them, they will cross 2800. As for the women's section, Vaishali has been on fire for her team from Monte Carlo. She is on 2 out of 2 and has beaten her GCL team member Nurgul Salimova. While Divya Deshmukh made a slow start with a draw in first round, and her team is on 2 out of 2. Vaishali's team is on 3 out of 4. So one and a half out of 2, so 3 out of 4. So they are also fighting for the top spot. The European Club Cup is very, very exciting event in that sense, because it brings together players from all across the planet, and I'm so glad to see that so many Indians are taking part here. We will bring you all the coverage. For now, this is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye bye.